Dahlias are gorgeous flowers that bloom from midsummer through autumn and offer a wide range of flower shapes, sizes, and colors. They're a popular choice for cut flowers, but also attract bees and butterflies to the garden. Dahlias are very easy to grow and can be planted in garden beds or containers for months of spectacular blooms. Let's learn more about how to grow dahlias. When selecting dahlias, you'll discover there are a lot of flower forms available, including ball, pom-pom, cactus, decorative, and water lily, with the flowers ranging in size from 5 to 35 centimeters across. There's also a rainbow of colors, with many dahlia flowers having bicolored or variegated petals. No matter which dahlia types or cultivars you choose, they're all planted and grown in the same way. Most dahlias are grown from tubers. You can buy tubers from garden centers, dahlia farms, and from online catalogs. And they grow best in a sunny site with fertile, well-draining soil. But if you don't have that ideal spot in your garden, you can also plant the tubers in containers. Just be sure to choose a pot that can accommodate the mature size of the dahlia plant. To get a jump start on the flowering season, I pot up my dahlia tubers about a month before I plan to move them outdoors. You can, however, plant the tubers directly outside in May, a week or so before the last expected frost. Dig a hole about 30 centimeters across and mix in some compost and a slow-release organic flower fertilizer. Place the tuber in the hole so that the eye of the tuber is facing up. The top of the dahlia tuber should be just below the soil surface. Don't bury it deeply. Refill the planting hole, gently firming the soil around the tuber, and water well. Space your dahlia plants about 60 centimeters apart. Most types of dahlias benefit from staking, and I add my supports at planting time. You can use a bamboo, wooden, or metal stake, tying up the new growth several times over the growing season. You can also use a sturdy tomato cage, inserted at planting time, to support each plant. As your plants grow, water garden dahlias deeply each week if there has been no rain, and container dahlias as needed to maintain a lightly moist growing medium. I have 2 secrets for encouraging plenty of blooms for my dahlia plants. 1, I fertilize the plants every 2 to 3 weeks during the growing season with a liquid organic tomato food. Yes, a tomato fertilizer. Just be sure to read the label of whatever product you buy and follow the application directions. The other secret is that I deadhead spent flowers as they fade. You don't want to leave old blooms on the plant, as that slows down new flower production. I deadhead my dahlia plants a couple of times a week. And if you want cut flowers to bring indoors, harvest when they're fully opened. Dahlia tubers don't survive cold winters, and at the end of the growing season, they need to be lifted and overwintered indoors. Once the leaves have been blackened by frost, cut the plants back to about 15 centimeters. Leave them in the ground for another week or so, and then gently lift the clump using a garden fork. Use your fingers to carefully remove soil from the tubers or wash them with a gentle spray of water. Once clean, place the clumps on sheets of newspaper or cardboard in a cool, dry spot to continue drying for a few more weeks. There are many ways to store dahlia tubers over the winter. Some gardeners store them in shallow boxes or trays filled with sand or vermiculite. Others wrap the tubers in plastic wrap. Just make sure the tubers are dry if you choose this method. However you prep them for storage, they'll need to be kept in a cool, frost-free spot like an unheated basement. The ideal temperature range is between 8 and 12 degrees Celsius. The following spring, you can take the tubers out of storage to get them ready for the planting season. Happy growing!